Hey, so I'm doing this ahead of time. Oh, I hope I didn't move the camera. Okay, yeah. I'm doing this ahead of time, just to give myself more time. So this is not Sunday. I'm doing it, like I said, ahead of time. I do want to mention that I did add the neck piece that was in stage 57. I added that just because I didn't have time to get the rest of the stuff done in that stage. It took so long. So that neck piece, it was pretty simple. I just rotated it, put it in, and now I just need to put the screw in at some point here. But we're gonna do stage 58. I don't have the black Jibo on because at night I actually have it set to where the black Jibo can't connect because I don't want him to do updates. So we've only got Mr. Jibo 1 here. So we're gonna do the timer with him and see what happens. Hey Jibo, set a 25-minute timer, please.
25 minutes it is.
Okay, so we have this stage's servo. I went ahead and took the servo out. And it also needs the cable from the prior stage and the neck stand that has the test board, and then Robi's body, because we're going to actually fit it into his body. And we're going to try to get to stage 59 and get it done. If we don't get it done, it'll just have to get tagged onto the next one, I guess. Hopefully we get it done though. So stage 58, prepare and fit Robi's back servo. In this session, you will prepare and then fit ID 12, the unit that will turn Robi's body from side to side. This session sees you programming a servo again, in this case, the back servo, that will rotate Robi's body from side to side, ID 12. Once you have programmed the back servo, you will fit it into the specially shaped frame and the speaker support set on the inside of Robi's body panels. Take care during this stage of the build because you will be working close to a number of delicate and carefully positioned cables. Okay, so this part of taking the screws off and setting the ID, I'm not going to cover. We've done it in so many prior ones. So what I'm going to be doing is taking the screws off. And as I've said in many stages, this is not the screwdriver that comes with the kit. I bought one on Amazon because the screwdriver that comes with the kit was stripped after like maybe stage 14 way back. So I already had a kit, Work Pros I think it's called, and I will put a link to that in the description because it's been a very good kit. It has all sorts of sizes of screwdrivers, and this one has where you can basically spin it, and it's very similar to the screwdriver that came with Robi's kit, except instead of having metal that gets stripped at the edge, this one has harder metal, and it is not stripped. Knock on wood. I actually have wood here, so we will knock on it. Knock on wood that we get this stage done. Okay, so we're going to put the cable on with the protective pad, because I didn't put a protective pad on originally on the prior stage. Okay. Okay, we'll put the protective pad on. Let's see if it matters. It probably doesn't matter which side we put it on, but let's see here. In the picture, they're showing it on this side, so the left side of the, I guess that'd be the right side, not the left side. My other right, other left, whatever. And if things go off camera because I'm taking them too close to me and not on camera, I apologize. I'll trying to remember that things are slightly different than they used to be. I'll make sure I get that in, because I used to do them in the living room and now I'm doing them on my office desk. Okay, so now we're going to put the cover back on. And we're going to put 2 screws in. That's all they want us to do is 2 screws for the time being. And it'll say make sure, fasten the cover in place with only 2 screws, but tighten them firmly. Oh, tighten them lightly. Okay, because you'll be removing them later. So let's tighten them lightly. put them on opposite sides. Okay, if I can get it in the, yeah, there we go. Okay, it's light. Okay, now we're going to set the ID number. We're going to fit it into the socket. And make sure I put it on the right side. Now, lots of times I've had problems with this because the test board kind of stripped. And hopefully this is not the permanent board we need. And I didn't hear it. Okay, so let me do it again because I didn't hear it. Yeah, it's not making a sound. That's definitely correct. Like I said, this test board is aging on me. It's been over a year that we've been using it. I really need it to work though.
Hello, nice to meet you. If you want me to learn your voice and face, you'll have to be entered into the loop. My official owner Danielle can do that.
Okay, Jibo. Hey, Jibo, did I forget to set a timer? No, I
You've
got it.
already got a timer
Okay.
that will go off in 19 minutes and 38 seconds.
Yeah, mine.
Do you want to replace that one?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I gotta make sure I got this in right because it's not working at all, which is really unfortunate. It's not rotating. The D cut needs to rotate, and I don't know why it's not working. So try again here. Make sure I've got it in fully. Maybe I'll just switch sides. Let's just switch. By switching sides, I mean switching which one I connect into this. Okay. I'm not going to put another pad on. I just don't feel like it. Yeah, it's in. It's definitely in. So I'm just going to pray that it works because I wish this test board would be a little bit better. I'm going to tighten it a little bit better than this, I think. Just going to tighten it all the way, just in case. Doing things a little later than I would normally be doing them. It's not as tight as I need it to be. Okay, so now we've got the side with the actual padding on it. And I really hope it's going to work this time. If it doesn't, I'm just going to give up. It's not rotating, for sure. So, okay, I got it. It's rotating now. Okay, I forgot to push the button. Typical me, I guess, anymore. Oh. I've done it so many times I forgot that I had to push the button. Alright, so now basically I was just making sure that it rotates. But it's rotating. So there we go. Alright, so then we set it to 12. And the way you do that is that you just push this up button until you get it to 12. So it's lit to 10 and then we do 2 more. And it definitely says 10 and 12, 10 and 2 here, 11 times up. And then after it's on 10 and 2, which is 12, you push this button until they blink and then they go solid. And then you shut it off, turn it back on. It'll go to 1, but when you hit set or test, yeah, so it's on 12. So we're going to shut it off, unplug it. Now we're going to put it into his frame. And this is going to be very difficult because there's a lot of stuff here. And I'm not certain how we're supposed to get it in there with all this stuff. So fitting the back servo part is this part. Remove the cover. Fit it in step 5. Keep the screws, but you no longer need the cover. I'm trying to unscrew the holes that don't have screws in them. Need to actually have the holes with the screws. Okay. Alright, so we're not going to need this cover anymore. We've done this a lot of times where we just don't need the cover anymore. I usually just put it in here, and then I've got a drawer full of them. My junk drawer that I showed in the Sunday video for stages 16 and pack 16 and 17. Okay. Line up the back servo to the open back of the body assembly, then fit the free end of the next servo's cable into the free socket on the back servo. So this cable needs to go in the other socket. Okay. It's relatively straightforward. Okay, got it in. So those are in. Check that both connectors are securely attached to their respective sockets. And they are, as far as I'm aware. They're connected. Making sure that the back servo's connectors stay in position. Reach into the body assembly with your finger and thumb. Now fold the set of cables running out from the holes in the speaker base 90 degrees towards the CPU board. So I need to fold them this way, basically. Arrange the cables so that they all sit neatly along the flat, unmolded side of the molded servo frame. Dotted red line, apply a little pressure on the cables so that they set flush to the edge as shown. Now very gently, what do I got here? Nothing's there, that's the arm. Okay, very gently fit the back servo to the frame with its shaft closest to Robi's chest. Do this very slowly and carefully so that the cables are not crushed and the servo connectors are not disturbed. Okay, so what am I doing with the cable, this cable? I need to look at the picture a little bit better. Okay, that it's going to include the cable coming out of it, right? No. I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. Let me look here again. So this is the cable in it. Cable in it. I think I just need to take the cable that attaches it and move it to the side as well, basically. So all of these need to go to the side. And there is a opening on the side, like they're showing. So I just need to make sure that all of these do that, including the cable that was there. So it looks like I'm going to have to take my glasses off and get all of these cables over and make sure none of them are crushed. And just get it fit in. Let me make sure which side it shows. Yeah, it looks like that's correct. So I think I've got it the way it's supposed to be. And I think all of the cables are out. Maybe not. Like some of these are maybe trying to go down a little. We don't want them to be crushed. Gotta make sure that they're all out. Looks to me like they're all in the groove area. So I should now be able to put the screws on. Hey Jibo, how long on that timer?
10 minutes and 54 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get the other stage today. But like I said in the prior video, even if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do as much as we can of it. I'm not gonna go overtime like on that one video because that was just too long. But we're gonna get this done before Christmas. Like no matter what, we're getting it done. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that one. Okay, these two not wanting to go. Let me make sure nothing's stuck. I don't think anything was stuck. I don't remember seeing anything being stuck anyway. So I don't know why this is not wanting to go in. Trying to, looks like it's just not, I don't know what's the deal. Let me undo the other two because it seems like it's not down as far as it's supposed to be on the other side. So it's probably good to loosen it up a little and make sure we've got it on right. Okay, now let's get it down there. There we go. I think I made them too tight on the, I should have done opposite ends like I did originally, you know. What the heck? What the heck? It's not wanting to stay down. Hopefully we get it. There we go. It's going. These are still not trapped as far as I'm aware. Shouldn't be anyway. Okay. Almost got it done. And I might not do them all in here. Like easier stages I might do out there so that Ferdi, you know, can help me, assist me. But some of these stages were very difficult and I wanted to get them done. Okay. All right, we've got that done. Now you can fit the free end of the back servo's cable into the head neck back socket at the CPU board farthest from the micro SD card slot. So that's this cable, and it can go furthest from the SD card, which is here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it on with a pad though. I've discussed before how these pads are actually almost impossible to put them on with the pad. And they want me to put this on with the pad. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got it on. It is on. So we've got 3 of them lined up now. And he's assembled. So now we're going to go to the next section and we're going to try to do it. Stage 59, pack 16. Test Robi's neck, back, and arms. Using the CPU board to test Robi's neck, back, and arms before fitting the velvet pads supplied in this stage to his feet. And there's Ferdi. This stage begins with you testing all the servos of Robi's neck, back, and arms together. He really wants in. To ensure they all work before you seal them inside Robi's body, you will then start building up the frame that will hold both of Robi's head servos by securing this to the neck base and servo assembly via the servo itself. Finally, you will attach the velvet pads supplied in this stage to the soles of Robi's feet. Unlike the double-sided adhesive pads used in pack 9, these pads come in a left and right shape, so make sure you use the correct ones. That part I probably won't do because I didn't bring the feet in. Okay, so this stage, or these parts, and that would be pretty easy to add, you know, to do the beginning of the next stage. Anyway, so here's these. We're going to set these aside because I doubt we're using those today. And then we're going to get the pieces out. Oops. Flew clear all over there, Jeebs. Guess it wanted to see you. put the plastic down. And we got several parts here. These are all the screws. Okay. Bunch of screws. And I'm going to have to figure out which are which because there's a whole bunch of different screws for different things. Okay, so this part is the lever ring nut. This part is the head servo frame. Putting them all down on the floor to get them out of the way, throw them away in a little bit. Way too much plastic for Robi. That is the head lever. And then we needed his body, the neck stand, the left leg and hip base I don't have, protective pads, the battery, which is here, and the power distribution board, which is here. Okay. Fasten the neck plate. So that should be easy. This is the neck plate I mentioned at the beginning of this stage. And this we're going to fasten with one screw. There's extra screws. And use the M2 6.2 millimeter. And they say make sure you've got the right one. So it's not the shortest one. Okay. So there's some long screws, which it obviously isn't. And this is going to be the middle screw size. So they're all panhead screws. So I'm not going to be able to tell based on the head. And they all have an extra screw. So one is thicker, which has got to be these two. So it's not that because those are thicker and longer. So this is going to be difficult because I got to figure out between these which it could possibly be. And they're very slight difference. And they're always given extra, so that's not the issue. The issue is figuring out which is which. Okay, so this is going to be the longer screw. So put them side by side and see if I can figure out which one is the longer screw. Okay. Okay, 8. Alright, it's actually got a different shape even. Okay, so it's slightly different shape and I can tell in the diagram. So I hopefully have the correct screw from what I can see. Okay, so position the circled end of the neck plate fitted in the previous stage over the hole in the scarf beneath. Use the screw that I picked out. Make sure again that I have the correct one. Yeah. To secure the part, do not tighten it too much as the plate needs to be able to move. You received a number of screws with this stage, so make sure you use the correct one. Alright. You need to make sure it can move, so don't tighten it too much according to them. Ferdi, I'm going to be out pretty soon. Give me a break. Okay, so what is it that needs to move? So the plate needs to be able to move. What plate? This plate, right? Doesn't seem like this is in where it's supposed to be. Let me unscrew it a little. Because I see what they might be meaning. Let me unscrew it even more. I don't know what's going on with it. I actually want to see what's going on here. I'm not sure that this is in where it's supposed to be. Okay. What does it mean the plate needs to be able to move? Okay. I want to check it again in a second. I think I'm not doing it right, maybe. I don't know. It looks correct though, so I don't want to second guess myself. I guess this is something I can always tighten more later if need be, or loosen up more later. Seems like something I could come back to and tighten or loosen maybe. I don't know. Okay. I'm going to hope that's enough and that I did it right. I want to look at what they show though. Well, they don't really show it again after that point.
Oh hey, this is your timer going off.
Okay. Hey Jibo, stop. Okay, so this is the part I really wanted to get to. I want to check that the battery's working, that this part's working. This is what really matters. Okay, so what we're going to do is, it says hold the body as shown, then push the switch to on, but on is going to cause it to go on, so I don't want to do that yet. And this is the switch here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think they mean the off position, not the on position. Okay, so next we're going to take the battery and we're going to connect it to this part. Okay, so we got that. Take the free connector, the body's power switch cable, and fit it into the third part, this part, and that's this one. I sure hope everything's gonna work right. Okay, so we got that. Now take the okay, so I did that part. Slide the battery into the space next to the back servo, making sure all the connectors stay in their sockets. Hold the battery in place. Okay, so they want me to put the battery here, like this, and hold it. And then turn it to on. And where's the on position? Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's great. That's looking great. Look at that. Did he actually talk? When the power is connected, Robi will perform a movement test of his arms by setting them to their starting or neutral position, stretching them outward from the elbows and bringing them back to the neutral position. Next, Robi's upper arms will lift outward, and while this happens, his neck servo will pan to the right and left. Finally, Robi's shoulder will extend his arms forward over his chest, and the shaft of his back servo will rotate to the left. And he'll say, okay, when the test described on the previous page are complete, Robi will return to his neutral position, and you will hear him say, okay, this is to test his speaker. Turn the switch back off. Okay, we got it. My goodness, yay, yay. Attach the head servo frame. We are going to do that next time. I'm excited. That worked. That worked. We're going to do this other part next time. So join me next time. This was kind of early. I got it done ahead of time. So this was actually Sunday of the prior week. So I did box 16 and 17. I got this one done. I'm going to keep doing them ahead of time just so that I make sure that they get done properly. And you know, I'm very excited that that worked and that was successful. Thank you very much. You have a great, great day. Bye-bye.